The Tempest Federation at the minute is growing into a fine city. One where all of its inhabitants can be trusted to do their jobs diligently, except for a few outliers. But with their self-production on way, it's only really threats from the outside. And considering Millim's time to come and play only landed in a little bit of extra damage, we can possibly tick that off as a success. So let's see what happens now. I'm not sure if I like the mix of the 3D effect bamboo shoots swaying in the breeze and then the front autumn leaves. Yes, the horses are the gluttons. No real self-awareness. It's probably best not to mention anything. She's just saving up for the winter. Sometimes it's forces like those, Rimuru, that can get your entire town demolished. I mean, with the amount of good food and luxury that this place provides, everyone keeping up to their usual routine of training and exercise is actually admirable. It's very easy to slip into a state of relaxation, not really doing much. But one thing I really do enjoy with all of these episodes is that little bit of interplay and extra character building that we don't really get to see in the main series. As long as none of it adds detail in that detracts from the actual story. Well, what was it? It's civilization is I can't remember, 3 meals away from collapse. Actually invited this time, or was she... Did she invite herself? No, just sweet potatoes. She does know that all of the harvest today isn't for her. They really do seem to be taking liberties with Rimuru in charge. So, everyone better pull their weight. And it seems like she is quite good at her job. Doesn't. But doesn't let slackers go off easily. We could say this is at odds with their personality, but I'm sure there are some that are happy about this. Ah! I splashed myself in the face of water. Seeing Gobta run away in fear. Really, who's in charge here? I'm surprised they even try to slack off. With the fluttering leaves and looking like they're about to engage in a battle. I do like the callbacks to old like samurai movies. And I'm guessing there's some other references in here as well. The real battle begins. As long as they don't damage the crops. I mean, it gets the job done. She's taking her time and enjoying it. Are they? I don't think that's what she means, particularly. Could be wrong. Your dance did so well, Gabbard. This is all due to his efforts. And that is an order. Are they kind of experienced with seeing this kind of harvest, considering they, their main base before coming here was in a cave? Cut it quickly. You might need some guards for the field just to extract Gabaru. Yeah, you got to anticipate where he's going to be. How far has her training and skills brought her? But now she's in the air. I mean, you might want to get the cat out of the basket if you want to collect the chestnuts. But the fact that it seems as though he's grown so attached to it. Mushrooms. A specific. They're not quite as rare in this world. Should you be just munching from the bags? Is he lamenting? trying to downplay them now. I don't particularly like mushrooms in the first place, so I wouldn't celebrate. Are they now in a measuring contest? In the ground. That certain patch of field mustn't have gotten a lot of light. Wow. And yet, maybe you shouldn't eat glowing root vegetables. It's alive. You're going to keep it as a pet. At least they're bonding. It's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. But she... Is she actually going to... yeah, she's helping. Start crying at the thought of having to give away her prize sweet potato. Her prize. I mean, did you not inform her of the process? Requires... That is a surprisingly realistic sweet potato. And I do like him using the silk to wrap it up, considering the lack of, like, aluminium. It's such a catchy song. Having a Rimuru screensaver bouncing around wouldn't be too bad. I haven't had any of those in a very long time. In fact, even when I bought some, I think I left them too long. It's surprising how simple it can be to bring back memories of the past. That was just... it was just a... an impersonation. I mean, where would we be if we weren't openly mocking our siblings? And if they have the blessings of the Dryad saying, "Oh, this was a great harvest, you did well." They have came such a long way. Does a potato long to be fried? She is taking them for the bar here. But to be fair, potato fries and a bar makes sense. Sometimes that's all you really need to do, though, isn't it? As was described as the reason to why it starts tasting extra sweet. Considering she didn't understand what roasting was, maybe. I mean, we saw the fuss she was making when told to eat her carrots. And now to benefit from their hard work. Is he reminiscing from the sight of the tree? Or is he reflecting on his own age? Is his thoughts going to be so deep as what Copter's imagining? Ah. Do you really think that he's left his guard open? Oh, pretty. And if they managed to take him down while his back was turned, while they think he was senile and everything else, is that really something you can consider a victory? Feeding their extensive workforce. I don't think they were going to stop anyway, but... An offering. Everyone has their past and their own way of dealing with things. And now they just need to, rotate the soil, plant some other stuff, prepare for future farm work. She doesn't want to be involved again? Littering. Didn't decide to take her hat. I mean, the others can see her, right? Right? But there's probably work that she was skipping out on with the other dryads. Of course not. Those potatoes are frying themselves. I mean, yes. Of course he is. Well, of course he does. But seeing that everyone, almost everyone, chip in and do their part, now that our societies have become what they are and relatively self-sustaining, not everyone knows the hardships of farming or working together as one big community. But at least we can watch it in this medium. And considering I live in a place which is very much so a farming community, and I know surprisingly little about it. Oh, we're back at the baths. All those sweet potatoes and hard work. Now you can relax. I don't think she's going to remember her name anytime soon, whether purposefully or not. You have her attention. Oh. Those, poor scale. Yeah, I knew what was coming. Apologise to the craftsmen. All their hard work. Yeah, she can burn all of those excess calories in spectacularly explosive ways. You know, I suppose there should be a time in which I actually take stock of what I'm eating and maybe not be so willy-nilly about it. But at currently my age, I am perfectly fine. My metabolism is dangerously good. Which, if I take a glance at the rest of my family, I'm incredibly grateful for. So maybe Rimaru's words there and the sign on the wall should be heeded. Everything in moderation. And I think I remember having some sort of, feels like a hardened paste dessert made with sweet potato something or other, but I'd like to know what they actually come up with. I know different cultures have different ideas of what constitutes as desserts, and I'm always interested to, well, basically watch those videos. They come up in my recommended feed quite a lot. What that says about me? Well, we can probably guess. And actually, I just remembered I have a medium-sized bag of fried potato. So I don't think I can stick around here pontificating for much longer, especially when there's another episode to watch. So if you enjoyed this episode, let me know. Leaving a like and a comment down below helps me out. Knows that I'm cultivating the ground that is my channel quite well. But also, if you want to keep up on all future uploads, consider subscribing as well. But for now, you can sit back, grab a snack or two. Let's watch some more slime. See you there. If you want to help provide the delicious potato dishes that my channel sorely needs, consider joining onto my Patreon, because everyone you see here not only think things are edible, but are thoroughly well fed. So I need to thank Sal, Electric Ant, Arthea, Noku, Raywin, Shiwan, Mecha, Matt, Stinsfire, Jennifer Rojas, Girly, 1234W, Kite, Saltytron, Cardboard, Dark Shadow 7899, Jim Ace, Maurizio Lascano, and everyone else. And I hope that we can find and learn many more delicious ways to prepare food. In this case, anime.